What's good with y'all, man? Back to Billionaire Charlie. You did what I'm talking about. You did. You know what I'm saying? Today I'm about to tell y'all the story of how I became a Philadelphia Eagles fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a little deep with you a little bit, let you know how it all went down and how did I become a fan. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm gonna give you the whole scoop, the whole shebang, the bang bang. You dig what I'm talking about? All right. Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? When I was a young kid, man, my pops weren't never around, so growing up, I really never really played. I was raised by my mom, so I really never played football and all of that like that. Never was into the sports until like later on in my life, like middle school and stuff like that, right? So every year the Super Bowl would come around, we would just choose a team that was in the Super Bowl, and that was our team for the year. Growing up, we're talking about elementary school and stuff like that. You feel me? As I grew older, right, I was watching TV, man, and I was watching this documentary on Donovan McNabb. You feel me? And they were talking about how the black quarterback, a black quarterback that started for the whole year had never won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Only the quarterback that was with the Washington Redskins, you feel me? And then he came in or whatever. So I seen the documentary of what happened to McNabb in the draft and how they was wanted to run it back instead of him. You know what I'm saying? All the turmoil that he went through or whatever. And I was inspired by this story that I seen the documentary on about Donovan McNabb. And this is how I fell in love with Philadelphia and the Eagles. And I always was rooting for him, not to be on no racist tip, but I was just wanting to see a black man succeed in that area where they said he couldn't succeed. You feel me? And during the time that this was going on, T.O. had just signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. So me, as a young kid at that time, seeing the documentary, and then T.O. signing to us, I didn't know what to expect when this happened. And when I say my mind was blue, T.O. signed to the Philadelphia Eagles, and when I said it was get your popcorn ready, dog, man, it had to been some of the best football I seen as a kid, man. T.O. down the field catching passes from McNabb. Deep passes, like no slant routes. No, I'm talking about deep bombs down the field. We all yelling and screaming at the TV with excitement. It was just so fun and exciting to watch, man. It was explosive. It was just so fun to watch, man. And I just remember that as a kid, man, just enjoying that, man. And I remember that's how I became a Philadelphia Eagle fan. Started from the documentary. It started from the documentary of McNabb and them saying that they have never seen a black quarterback has never started for the whole year and go to the Super Bowl and win it. And that inspired me, his story. And I fell in love with the Philadelphia Eagles and Donovan McNabb, you know what I'm saying? Pause, but I fell in love with the game, you feel me? That's where I fell in love with it from. You know what I'm saying? That's how I came to me. I ain't had no pops around that was teaching me the game and all this and that. I kind of grew to that story. I like documentaries and stuff like that. That's what I like. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I connected to the Philadelphia Eagles as a kid, and that's how I always been liking Donovan McNabb. Is one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. You feel what I'm saying? It's Donovan McNabb, Peyton, man. You know I don't like Tom Brady because, you know what I'm saying, you know what he did to us in that Super Bowl, but we did get that revenge back. But Peyton Manning, Donovan McNabb, they're two of my favorite quarterbacks. Of course, Aaron Rodgers. You see what I'm saying? He's one of my favorite quarterbacks too, man. I didn't become a Vic fan until like later on because I was always a Donovan McNabb fan. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But now I like the James Winston. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I think he got good potential. You feel what I'm saying? But that's how I fell in love with the Eagles and how I became a fan and how it all started from that documentary. My cousin's an Eagle fan. My best friend, Eagles fans. Like we all just like a big mob of Eagles, man. A lot of my friends Eagles. You feel me? Like that's who we are, man. Most definitely, man. Eagles. You know what it is. You feel me? We gonna fly high. Sunday. You dig what I'm talking about? I love all y'all, man. Billionaire Charlie, you got the lemon in the water type stuff. We on the health tip. You dig? Donovan McNabb, he's a legend. Nick Foles gonna go down as a legend. Carson Wentz gonna go down as a legend. We not trading Carson Wentz, so y'all can forget all this mystery and story. Nick gonna stay, and Carson Wentz gonna stay. You know what I'm talking about? I'm saying it first. They gonna give him his money, and he gonna stay. You dig what I'm talking about? He deserve it. You dig what I'm talking about? But I'm an Eagle for life. Look, man, I'm gonna show y'all people, man. I'm an Eagle for life, dog. This is tatted on my arm. I'm an Eagle for life. This been up there for years, man. I'm an Eagle for life, man. You know, this ain't no joke. You know what I mean? You feel me? It is what it is, baby. You understand? Love y'all, man. Put God first, family and finance. Billionaire Charlie TV. This was my story. You did.